As the water recedes from neighborhoods, flood victims will want to take precautions when it comes to cleaning out their homes. Health experts advise wearing protective clothing and to also not forget the eyes. Ophthalmologist Dr. Joshua Groetsch with People's Health joins us now with how to avoid bacterial infections. It's something people probably don't think about. They're gutting out their houses, they're getting all that sheetrock, they're splashing water everywhere. What are the risks right now for those folks?
I think the biggest risk is that there's basically two categories. There's a risk of infection and there's a risk of injury. And they're both kind of related. With the floodwaters and all the damage that's been done, there's a lot of setup for bacteria and mold and fungus to kind of grow and breed in that type of breeding ground. Those things can lead to things such as bacterial conjunctivitis, but more importantly, and related to the injury aspect, is with homes being gutted and people removing debris, they're prone to get injuries to the eye where they could get a corneal abrasion, which is essentially a corneal scratch, a scratch on the surface of the cornea. And that acts as a site of entry and breeding ground for that bacteria or fungus that could get in there from the water. If that were to happen, instead of just a conjunctivitis, you could develop a corneal ulcer. Corneal ulcers are quite severe and vision threatening because what they do is they essentially will break down the corneal tissue and invade the corneal tissue. It requires prompt treatment with either antibiotics or antifungals on a regular basis, on a frequent basis, I should say. And the biggest risk is that there's not only the risk that it could actually perforate the eye, but if it doesn't perforate the eye and you treat it, there's a risk of a scar left behind that could permanently impact your vision. So you want to get on top of that as soon as possible.
And having had one of those ulcers, I know it's not a good thing. Now, also touching all this debris, you could rub your eye and just get bacteria in it.
Right.
So the best thing to protect yourself, I mean, should you tell everybody just wear your sunglasses or goggles at all times?
Certainly wearing the best way is eye protection. You kind of hit the nail on the head. Keeping your eyes protected from any flying debris or anything that could get in there. Obviously you should not be swimming in the floodwaters, but people swim in lakes and stuff like that all the time, particularly down here during the summer. You should always wear goggles to keep your eyes protected because they're again, bacteria and fungi are getting there and can breed and get into the eye and cause problems.
Yeah, even splashing, look at those people in the boat there, even splashing the flow water on your face or in your eyes or even, on your skin is harmful, but the eye is so delicate.
Correct.
So what else? What other tips would you like to add?
So, I think the other thing out there is people have to be aware of, in addition to just scratching the eye, there's going to be a lot of cutting of wood and a lot of removing of debris with force from structures that have been damaged. The other reason we wear eye protection is you can get foreign bodies in the eye, pieces of wood, pieces of metal, and not only can it scratch the eye and cause an ulcer, but there's a risk that a high projectile foreign body could actually enter the eye. That would require surgical removal to repair that, and that also can devastate the vision in the eye permanently.
And UV rays are a whole nother
UV rays in general, obviously that, we're a high UV climate down in this area of the country. UV protection is always of utmost importance, but with people being outside all the time right now in the summer, as well as with what's going on with the flood, certainly you want to keep your eyes protected with sunglasses because UV rays put you at increased risk of corneal problems, increased risk of cataract formation, increased risk of macular degeneration, and therefore you want to keep yourself protected.
Well, be careful out there. Dr. Joshua Groetsch, thank you so much for sharing these things with us with People's Health, and we'll wear our goggles next time. All right, Shelby Latino has the latest on the forecast.
As a contact wearer, I totally agree with all of that.